Inflation doesn't just make things expensive. It quietly transfers wealth. How does inflation quietly make the rich richer? Most people see inflation as rising prices and shrinking savings. But behind the scenes, inflation doesn't hurt everyone equally. It slowly drains purchasing power from wage earners and redirects it toward asset owners. This is why, during inflationary periods, the poor struggle, the middle class compresses, and the rich, without doing anything extraordinary, often become even richer. 10 ways inflation quietly makes the rich richer. 1. Asset prices rise faster than wages. Inflation pushes up the prices of real assets like real estate, stocks, businesses, and commodities. The rich already own these assets. Meanwhile, salaries adjust slowly, if at all. As a result, asset owners see their net worth rise faster than workers' incomes, widening the wealth gap. 2. Debt becomes cheaper for borrowers. Inflation reduces the real value of debt. If a wealthy person borrows $1 million and inflation runs at 7%, they repay that loan with money that's worth less every year. For the rich, inflation quietly discounts their past borrowing, while the poor avoid debt and miss this advantage. 3. Cash holders lose, investors win. Middle and lower income individuals often hold most of their wealth in cash or savings accounts. Inflation erodes that cash silently. The rich, however, keep minimal idle cash and deploy capital into inflation-resistant assets that grow with rising prices. 4. Businesses can pass costs to consumers. Wealthy individuals often own businesses or equity in companies. When inflation rises, businesses increase prices to protect margins. Employees can't easily demand higher pay, but businesses can raise prices immediately, preserving profits for owners. 5. Real estate acts as an inflation shield. Property values and rents tend to rise with inflation. Landlords benefit twice: higher asset value and higher rental income. Renters, on the other hand, face rising costs without gaining ownership, deepening the wealth divide. 6. Tax systems lag behind inflation. Inflation pushes people into higher tax brackets without increasing real purchasing power, known as bracket creep. The wealthy use tax planning, deductions, and asset-based income to minimize this effect, while salaried workers pay more automatically. 7. Central bank policies favor asset owners. To manage inflation, central banks inject liquidity and manipulate interest rates. This money enters financial markets first, boosting stocks and asset prices. Those already invested benefit before inflation hits everyday prices. 8. Wages are sticky, profits are flexible. Employee wages are slow to adjust because of contracts, fear of job loss, and negotiation limits. Corporate profits, however, adapt quickly through pricing automation or cost-cutting. This imbalance ensures capital grows faster than labor during inflation. 9. Financial literacy creates asymmetric advantage. The wealthy understand inflation and position themselves ahead of time, rotating assets, locking in debt, hedging risk. Most people react after inflation hits, when purchasing power is already lost. Timing alone creates massive inequality. 10. Inflation rewards ownership, not effort. Inflation doesn't care how hard you work, it rewards what you own. Those with assets grow richer passively, while those dependent on wages must run faster just to stay in the same place. Over time, this compounds into massive wealth concentration. Truth: inflation isn't just an economic problem, it's a silent wealth transfer system. If you don't own assets, inflation works against you. If you do, inflation works for you. Follow for more finance realities they don't teach you.